So the sun is almost setting down here in Netherlands and my workday is almost over, but I'm glad that all the image processing has also finished. So now I can record the last part with the results. So quite an intense workload we had today. Huh? But in the end I managed to process all 52,608 photos. The ingest module worked quite well. It had a steady throughput, a minor hiccup here, maybe during the moments where I was recording, or I don't know, or maybe some zip files with larger files that kind of increased the latency. But this part was kind of expected to work properly since I was just reading files from the archive and posting them on the same computer, so not a lot of network traffic. But nevertheless, it was nice to monitor it and to see it in real time in New Relic. Processing kind of in the same trends. So the producer Lambda didn't experience too much hiccups, and all response time and execution time was around 100 milliseconds. But it couldn't take more. So I was reaching the number of concurrent execution. So this is an area that I can improve with notification system and something to work in the future. Now the worker also was quite in trend. Let's see. But here we can see kind of the same hiccups. So in this interval, something was different in terms of the quality of the processing. So one assumption could be that larger files were here or something like that, since it's in roughly the same period with when the ingest module was slowing down. And in terms of recognition metrics, so the service for labeling and detecting faces, here we see a lot of successful HTTP responses following the same trend. Then some client errors I definitely didn't treat, like they expect to get on only PNG and JPEG images, so I didn't treat it for that, and the throttle calls that I expected, and we will see in the results what caused this. And finally, some nice statistics about the numbers of a label detected and the numbers of faces. I look forward to play afterwards with the data, do some Python analysis with what I gathered, and who knows what the next version of the project will bring. And finally, what's stored in S3, so kind of almost exactly the same number of images. Then for faces, the jobs work pretty well, so I'm pretty close with the number of images that I've managed to index. And labels had a big problem. A large amount of images were not processed. So that's a part I need to understand more deeply on how to determine the limits of the APIs how to increase it, and how to make it more reliable. But again, it's a lot of data to play with, and the purpose of the exercise was kind of fully uh, covered. Then the surprise, I got the email during the processing that my credit has expired. It's this could be a nice conclusion. So I tried to stay in that credit, but I was expecting to have it till the end of the day. In the billing dashboard, it's still available, but we'll see. The email arrived right in the middle of the processing. A nice reminder that is not good to leave everything on the last day, but it is what it is, and I'll see if I'll get some cost out of it. If not, very nice. My learning experience was definitely amazing. So with this exercise, I think I made the most out of my goals to process a large amount of data and to uh, work with AWS serverless technologies, integrate some AWS AI tools, also do monitoring and establish some good practices of unit testing things and working systematically towards a goal. And I'm really happy that this project came to life after thinking of it kind of in October. I started thinking about doing it, and now it has its run. So yeah, see you maybe with other occasions. Until next time. Bye bye.